Hey guys, today we're back with another video, and today I'd like to cover why police are switching from 40 caliber to 9mm. Stay tuned. Alright, now that we're back, the 9mm, as a lot of people know, has been replacing the 40 caliber Smith & Wesson all across America in the law enforcement community. Already the FBI, DEA, CIA, and ATF, from what I can tell, has already switched to back to 9mm. They was using 40s for the longest time. After the Miami-Dade shootout, police officers was looking for a little bit more powerful round after I think 4 FBI agents got killed, and a lot of FBI agents actually got very bad wounded in that shootout. So they switched to the 10mm, and it was pretty much killing everybody they shot, and it was a too powerful round for some of the smaller officers. I've shot a 10mm, and personally I don't think it's that bad a round. I think it's pretty comparable to a 45 ACP, but you know, for some reason they just said it was too much, so they cut the casing down and made the 40 caliber. Well, whenever it was made in the mid to late 90s, I believe, maybe early 90s, it was more powerful than the 9mm. But as technology has come on, and as we have went further into the future, we have got better ballistics now out of the 9mm, and now it's so close to the 40 caliber that there's not that big of a difference. So, say with a Glock 17 versus a 22, which is what a lot of police departments was using, the 22 can hold 15 rounds of 40 caliber, where the 17 can hold 17 rounds of 9mm. So you have 15 plus 1 or 17 plus 1. Something else, which I personally think was a bigger difference behind it, was that the 9mm cartridge is so much lighter, and not only lighter, but it's so much more controllable whenever you shoot it out of a pistol than the 40 caliber. That itself is one of the biggest reasons why they switched, because I've shot many 40 calibers, and they have as a lot of people know, this is X5, not the 22. But whenever it snaps, it comes straight up pretty much. The 40 caliber has a very known snap to it. Whenever 9mm, it'll bounce a little bit with you, but whenever the slide comes back, it'll be right back on hard. Personally, I hate 40 caliber, so this video is going to be a little bit biased, but all I'm saying is pretty much facts. It's also more expensive than a 9mm. 40 caliber runs about $17 to $18 a box, to where now at Walmart you can buy good brass ammo, just full metal jacket, for like 10 bucks, and even hollow points are a lot cheaper than 40 caliber. Something else too, you've got so many different loads of the 9mm that you can use pretty much different loads for every situation needed. You can have full metal jacket, 115, 147. I think this one right here is a 115. This is the not Smith & Wesson, the SIG. Let's see here. The SIG, just jacketed hollow point, I believe. Yeah. And it's a really good round. But personally, what I carry most of my defense weapons is Hornady Critical Duty. Critical Defense and Critical Duty is pretty much the same thing, but a lot of police departments carry the Critical Duty, so I went with that. But let's see here. I think I've covered pretty much everything. But yeah, it's a big enough deal that pretty much they've about switched overnight. Kentucky State Police switched from the Glock 35, which was pretty much the competition long slide barrel Glock 40 caliber, to the Glock 17 Gen 4 or Gen 5. I think Gen 4, because I don't think the Gen 5 was out then whenever they switched. Lexington City Police, you can either use the 17 or the 22s, whichever one you pick. but from what I can tell, just what I've asked officers, they prefer the 17. Louisville has switched to the Glock 17. Richmond, Kentucky PD has switched to the 17s already. Like I said, ATF, DEA, FBI, from what I can tell, has already switched to the 17. So leave your questions and comments in the spaces below. What do you think is going to happen to 40 caliber? Personally, I think it's going to be a dying round very soon. 10mm has started to make a comeback. As you can see, SIG has a few months, even maybe a year ago, they made the first 1911 in 10mm, their first 1911 10mm. I believe that was the TAC Ops model. Ruger has now come out with a SR 1911 10mm, which I've tried to get my hands on, and personally I can't find one yet. Let's see here, something else. Just all around 10mm is starting to come back, so personally I think 40 caliber will be a dying round very soon. And I think 9mm will start to become one of the bigger, or one of the most common bullets, which it already is, but it's even going to further its progression into that. So like I said, leave your questions and comments in the space below and let me know what you think. That will be about it for this video, and stay tuned for more to come. I got some stuff coming up I believe y'all like. See you.